Ooh. Oh, that was cool too. Hey, what's up? A-Aron here for reaction number 75. Back with the warning. And this is Burnout official lyric video, which as I make this on May 21st, it's 5 days old. Released by the warning. Now, that's what it shows on their channel, so I don't know if it's actually 5 days old. I have not done any research. I literally went to the warning channel and said, what do I want to react to? And I saw that and I said, oh, it's a new one. If I'm wrong, let me know. Apologies. Again, I did no research, right? So I'm certainly looking forward to this if I could be one of the first reactors. Although I will say this, I'm going on vacation. I'm recording a bunch of these early. And so right now this is actually scheduled to be released May 30th. So at that point it will be, it'll be 2 weeks old. Yeah, and you can verify that, oh wait, it doesn't say 5 days. Okay, I thought it showed 5 days old, but okay, never mind. I could show my calendar if you don't believe me. But anyway, it's May 21st as I record this. And so I did notice they have lyrics directly on here though, so we may reference that. And so I'm super excited. Let's get to it. Okay, so I know many of you were always saying react to live performances, and I talked about this in my last reaction video, and I agree with that from the perspective of the energy and so forth, but you can't beat the sound on a music video like this. It sounds perfect, it's mastered, right? And in terms of messaging and understanding, to me, I've always believed that, and I know a lot of you disagree, and that's okay. But I believe the first reaction to something should often be what the artist themselves puts out as kind of the official release. And in this case, this is the official lyric video. This is the great place to start with this. And so there's a lot of things I want to comment on here, but that last whoa, gosh, she sounded so freaking good. I assume that's Danny. That was cool too. Yeah, it's like a keychain almost. I guess I didn't go far enough. And they've got the old film kind of effects happening here. Right here. Okay, let's take a minute and try to understand these lyrics. Because I think I get the gist, but it's always more complicated with them, right? Wasted, never catching up, still you think you're good enough. You're so blissfully unaware, drag me down like you never cared. Right? Suggest the character's, lagging behind in life. Not meeting expectations. Or maybe denial, delusion about their own adequacy. Yeah. You're so blissfully unaware. You lost all your ambitions in a flood of bad decisions. You're making it too easy, believe. Yeah. So blissfully unaware. Where I wrote that down. Where was that? Oh, that's a little bit further up. But yeah, it's a lack of self-awareness. Right? Ignorance of the effects of the actions of others. Drag me down like you never cared. Breaking empty promises. I think that's where we left off. Talk is cheap when no one's listening. Wow. That's powerful. You plan your demolition with a list of self-inflictions Wow. Say you've got it so bad, baby. But yeah, no, actually I remember. Oh, that's a repeat. I was going to say I remember this lyric. Yeah, that's all you talk about. There ain't even a spark inside you left. Yeah, so that's all repeat. You'll find out sooner or later. You're always one step behind. The world just moves on without you. A waste of everyone's time. So you're not that important, right? Or the person's disconnected, right? It's kind of a theme of isolation as well. I'm getting the feeling, and then it repeats. Yeah. So I think there's also this concept of despair, inevitability. Burnout. So, just exhausted and yeah. Okay. Yeah, I get the concept, but to me, it doesn't, maybe I'm not understanding it. It's very possible, but to me, it doesn't carry the same weight as some of the other themes that I've seen and heard from them, where it's like, it's monumental, it's existential, and so forth. This feels more to me, kind of like any other traditional band's lyrics. That's just my interpretation. Maybe I'm interpreting it completely wrong, but they sound good. I love the mixing here. It's mastered very well. Their imagery, moving around. Wow, I forgot that presentation effect where you go from, like one thing zoomed in to the next. I forget what that's called. There used to be tools there still are, where you can do that and create presentations and stuff like that. No, it's kind of like a collage of different things where they're zooming in and out. That's a really cool effect. I love that. Burnout.
Breaking empty promises. Talk is cheap when no one's listening. You play your demolition with a list of self-inflictions,
Nice.
Say you got it so bad, baby. That's all you talk about. There ain't even a spark inside you left. Nothing apart of. The smoke around you splits us in two. You're just a burnout.
Yeah, so again, it's an evolution of understanding for me, and so I'm interpreting this a little bit even more differently now, right? And the smoke around you, like to me, it's almost like you carry so much baggage that I just don't want to be around you, and this is an important concept, and that is who you hang out with and who you spend time with matters, and it is a reflection of you. There's a saying that, like, if you want to look inward and look at yourself and understand why you're not successful or why you're not where you want to be or why you are where you are, look at those that you spend the most time with. Look at those 5 or 10 people around you that you spend the most time with here. And in this case, right, you're just a burnout. You got nothing left for you. You're going to reap what you sow. You're putting out bad karma and energy, and I don't want anything to do with you. The smoke around you, splits us in two. It divides us, right? And so you're left with lack of potential. There's nothing more for you because you've given up. You've got no more energy, right? You're just a burnout. It's demotivational, actually. It's kind of like remove yourself from those that, aren't bringing you up or lifting you up. But I say it's demotivational because you're almost allowing that person, which it sounds like in this case you care about, let go. And I would almost want to take the approach of supporting them and getting them help, which are themes that we've looked at in the past with the warning. But nevertheless, let's continue. I was trying to figure out if there's 2 or 3 of them singing there. I think it's 2. Did I hear that wrong? But yeah, this is a huge shift here. And you'll find out sooner or later, right? So you don't know yet, but like you're causing this for yourself. Like you're doing this. Okay, so I heard 3 at one point. I think it's just a shout behind or something like that. Nice. There ain't even a spark inside you left, nothing to put out. Like, you're already wasted, exhausted, right? Like, you're already burnt out. Like, you got nothing more to give. It's just going to fall and burn and crash because that's it. That's all she wrote.
Just a burnout.
And the way that they sing burnout, right, takes on an interesting tone in terms of the meaning of the word burnout. You're just a burnout. It's lower and she changes her tone with it. Okay, start it here.
Just a burnout.
Yep. That little hey at the end was a really cool touch. This was fun. I enjoyed this. I think it's an interesting perspective because I think there is a deeper meaning. And again, maybe I didn't get it right the first time, and maybe I didn't even get it right the second time as it developed. So let me know your thoughts. But I feel like my understanding evolved on that, and in that case, it is an important topic or theme because you can actually make yourself a better person. And you can grow, and you can continue to learn and become something better or greater by choosing those around you that actually lift you up, not those that bring you down, right? And in this case, it's almost like they continue to talk about you and this person that's a burnout, and they don't necessarily say that they're gonna want to disconnect or that they're disconnecting, but to me, it's implied. right? The smoke around you splits us in two. I mean, I guess that one line does say that it's creating that separation. And basically the implication to me is that I can't be around you anymore if you're going to continue down this path of self-destruction, right? And if you can't find help for yourself. Maybe there's an overtone of I tried to help you and I've given up at this point. So maybe that's there. But again, my personal perspective is, especially, I mean, if it's someone you don't know, then, you can't help everybody and you got to choose, right? For me, I'm going to try to help anybody that's in a terrible situation like that, right? But in this case, especially if it's someone you know and care about, I wouldn't want to walk away. I wouldn't want to get them help. I would want to help them. But it's still a very important topic and theme, and that, my takeaway is choose who you want to, who you want to become by those you're around and spend the most time. Now, you can't avoid family, and you should always love and support family. That's not what I'm talking about. I'm talking about, friends and people that you choose to spend the time with. So, the song didn't blow me away, but I love the groove. I love, kind of the couple harmonic parts and themes, and just the subtle inflections of how the words are interpreted, and just they sound world class. There's no doubt. I mean, there's a reason they're where they're at. And so I'm just kind of comparing to some of the other songs. This isn't one that I would, I guess, be excited to repeat. But nevertheless, you can't go wrong with The Warning. I mean, they're great. They're awesome. These three girls. And you know what still applies here is the amount of sound they create with just three people is incredible. All right. If you want to hear more reactions from me, go ahead and subscribe. Hit that alarm bell to get notifications as soon as they come out. I definitely look forward to more The Warning and other reactions. And we will see you in the next one. Thank you.